Hi, today's tutorial is a complete guide to reported speech compared to direct speech in English. I'm going to explain to you what it is, show you when to use it, explain how to transform sentences from direct speech to reported speech and from reported speech to direct speech. We're going to look at what happens to modal verbs, the difference between say and tell, and look at questions in reported speech and references of time and place. This tutorial is on all you need to know for the Cambridge First Certificate exam and will help you in your spoken and written English. If you want to go to a specific part of the video, I've noted the times for each section down below, so you can check out the bit that you're interested in faster. So first up, what is reported speech? Okay, imagine the scene. Zoe is talking to Emma. I'm hungry. This is what Zoe actually said. This is called direct speech. Later we want to report on what Zoe said, either in writing or in speech. Zoe said she was hungry. This is indirect speech or reported speech. These two terms mean the same. This is the simplest of transformations. So when do we use reported speech? Often reported speech is used to summarize what someone says. It's used to communicate the message of what was actually said in a more concise manner. It's not just a different way of transcribing what was actually said. The FCE Reading and Use of English Part 4, you have to change the given sentence into a second sentence using a given word. This part of the exam often tests your ability to change direct speech into reported speech and also reported speech into direct speech. So some rules can help you in this process. If we go back to our example of Zoe and Emma talking, we notice that in direct speech Zoe uses the present tense, I'm hungry, whereas in the reported speech we change that to Zoe said she was hungry. Here is a chart which you can download from my website and use as a reference. The link can be found down below. Present simple in direct speech goes to past simple in reported speech. I am hungry. She said she was hungry. Present continuous goes to past continuous. The sun is shining becomes he said the sun was shining. Notice the that in brackets means that it's optional. You can say he said that the sun was shining or he said the sun was shining. Past simple becomes past perfect. It was a great evening becomes she said it had been a great evening. Present perfect to past perfect. I haven't eaten chocolate for a week becomes she said she hadn't eaten chocolate for a week. And lastly, past perfect doesn't change and remains past perfect in reported speech. So I hadn't expected a pay rise becomes she said she hadn't expected a pay rise. Now for modal verbs. Could, would, should, might, ought to and used to do not change when they're reported at a later time. So let's look at those that do. Will changes to would. I will pass the exam becomes she said she would pass the exam. Notice also you need to change the pronouns where necessary. So here I changes to she. Can changes to could. I can swim becomes he said that he could swim. May becomes might. I may call Sam becomes she said she might call Sam. Must becomes had to. I must do my homework becomes she said she had to do her homework. Again, notice the pronouns changing. Here we have my homework, which changes to her homework. However, we have to use must in reported speech for two situations. Number one, with a negative. So in direct speech, you say you mustn't play computer games late at night. In reported speech, we say she said we mustn't play computer games late at night. So it stays as mustn't. And also for deduction, "You must be very thirsty in this hot weather." She said, "We must be very thirsty." You can't use had to in this case. Now for the difference between say and tell. Basically, you say something, but you tell somebody. He said he was going to join us, whereas told has to be followed by an object without to. So he told me that he was going to join us. However, you can say something to somebody. He said to me that he was going to join us. So how about transformations of questions? In direct speech, what time is it? In reported speech, he asked me what time it was. In direct speech for questions, we inverse the subject and the verb, whereas in reported speech, we keep the order of a statement and do not inverse the subject and the verb. If the question has a yes or no answer, then we use either if or whether. Would you like a coffee? This is a yes/no answer. She asked me if I'd like a coffee. Or she asked me whether I would like a coffee. Finally, with reported speech, references to time and place need to change unless we're speaking on the same day. So, yesterday changes to the day before, today to that day, tomorrow to the next or following day, next week to the following week, now to then. For places, here becomes there, and this becomes that. So let's try some transformations, as you have to do in the FCE exam Reading Use of English Part 4. The weatherman forecast that there would be sunshine all day. The given word is shine. The weatherman said the something all day. So this is transforming from reported speech to direct speech. The weatherman said the sun will shine all day. Would changes to will. Last night I saw a fantastic film, said Phil. The given word is previous. Phil told me that the previous night he had seen a fantastic film. The time reference changes from last night to the previous night, and the tenses change from the past simple to the past perfect. Did you book a room with a balcony? I asked my mother. The given word here is if. I asked my mother if she had booked a room with a balcony. Here it's a yes/no question, so we use if, or whether in the answer, but here the given word is if, so we have to use if. And the verb changes from the past to the past perfect. For more examples of transformations, go to my website oxfordenglishnow.com. Congratulations! You now understand reported speech and how to transform from reported speech to direct speech and vice versa in English. Please like this video and remember to subscribe to my channel Oxford English Now for more free English language videos out every Friday. Thank you for watching.